Hello and welcome to Stampin' by Hannah. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for joining me on Make It Monday. And today I'm revisiting a project that I have made before. So about 18 months ago, I think, I made this box. I've had to remake it because I don't know what happened to my original. And this box holds 3 Ferrero Rochers. And I called it my Ambassador's Chocolate Box. And like I said, it was about 18 months ago, but I will link over on my blog, link is in down below, I'll link to the original video, or you can go back and scroll through my previous videos. But a couple of weeks ago, while I was on holiday, I had an email from a lovely lady who, I think her name was Robin, but I can't quite remember, she asked if I could make the video, make a tutorial again, and make the box again, but only using 2 Ferrero Rochers this time. So, here we are. It's taken me a little longer than I wanted it to, but I'm here again with another Ambassador's Chocolate Box. So, I've also got, this time, this one is in basic black using the Pop of Pink Designer Series paper. And then the one I've got today is garden green and uses This Christmas specialty paper, which is a bit thinner than our usual paper, but gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. So I'll come on to those pieces in a moment. But this piece of garden green measures 7 inches by 6.5 inches, or 18 by 17 centimetres. I will put all the measurements over on my blog, and the link for that's in the down bar below, so you don't need to write anything down. Just watch and enjoy. So I've got my Simply Scored. Hope you can see that. I now can't see what's on the screen because you're too far away. So I'm going to score on the 7-inch side first at 1/2 inch, 2 inches, 5 inches and 6.5 inches, which is 1, 5, 13 and 17 centimetres. We're going to turn it round so that the 6.5 inch side is at the top shorter side, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch, 2 inches, 3.5 inches and 5 inches, and that is 1, 5, 9 and 13 centimetres. Get rid of that. And we're just going to fold and score, fold and burnish on all of our score lines. And then I don't know if anybody noticed my little bit of a boo-boo on the black box. I've managed, and I will own up, I make mistakes, we all make mistakes, it's time to learn from them. There are no flaps on the inside of this box, so it doesn't, that keeps happening. And I do this every time I make a box. I forget that you need to put some flaps on the inside. So I will do it on this one. So once you've done all the scoring, we're going to cut some pieces away. So what we're going to do is we're going to, so you've got the thin side at the top, and the whole of the bottom piece is going to stay. And then we're going to chop into these ones. So if I grab my paper snips. So if you've got the skinny edge on your left, this piece is going to stay whole, but we're going to cut up that score line past the first one to the second, and we're going to do that all the way across. And then when you get to the skinny bit, we're going to cut that skinny piece off completely, like so. And we'll do the same on the other side, so up the score lines. And then when we get to the skinny one, we're going to cut it off. Like that. Keep the skinny side at the top. The bottom ones are going to be the actual flaps, the doors. Words completely escape me today. The next two we're going to just chop in half. Doesn't have to be neat, doesn't have to be perfect, just chop them in half, like so. These two we're going to chop off completely. One and the other one. And then the final two that we've got intact, which are the ones that are next to that skinny edge, we're going to chop those off in half as well. Okay, so I've now got 4 pieces of designer series paper, and this is this Christmas designer series paper that's just beautiful. I've got 4 pieces that measure 3 inches by 1 1/4, which for the centimetre, the metric measurements, you need 4 pieces that measure 6.5 by 3.5 centimetres. And I've got 2 pieces that measure 1 1/4 square, which for the metric people is 3.5 centimetres. So I've got my snail, and we're going to adhere these on first. We'll do these 2 little side pieces, and they're going to go on our flaps. One. And the other one. Have you seen, while I'm talking about Christmas papers, that the brand new Autumn Winter Stampin' Up catalogue came out last week? I still have a few physical copies left, so if you'd like one, if you just drop me an email, my contact details are, as always, are in the down below, and I can send you one in the UK only. I only have English ones available, unfortunately, at the moment. But I can send you an English one, and it's got to be in the UK. I'm not allowed to take orders from America or Australia or anywhere other than Europe, and Europe for Stampin' Up is the UK, France, Germany, Austria and the Netherlands. So we now need